It started. And we are live. Oh my gosh, what a wonderful day. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, just waiting for this amazing moment. I was thinking, what is this energy telling me? And it was telling me this is love and spice. And I'm ready to get down and meet up again with Colleen. For the ones that don't know Colleen, oh my God, to have today we have this powerful woman in this amazing group, the Love Mastery. She is here, but not only to talk about wealth, she actually activates it. And the good thing about that is because Colleen is a spiritual, amazing advisor. I actually have worked with you before and I have had
Hmm.
so much fun and I have cried too and I have shifted and it's amazing to work with you. But she is also a wealth catalyst, my dear friends. She guides leaders and the good thing about this, we're not here to play small. So when I'm telling you that she guides leaders, are leaders that are ready to take action, leaders that have that amazing love and inspire empowerment to just tell themselves, you know what? I am freaking ready. I'm freaking ready to move. I'm freaking ready to, what is my next chapter? What the hell is actually keeping me stuck from being the next version of myself? And actually, because the people that come to her are people that know that they could hold the power. And when I say hold, is holding it to the whole max capacity and the visibility and actually the income that you desire. And my dear friend, over 16 years of work and business energetics in the mastery of energetics, she's known for collapsing. You know, when I say that, it's like, oh yeah, she will take the fuckeries out of you. And and refining your leadership because we're here, all of us are here to lead and to help others, amazing spiritual leaders, entrepreneurs, business owners. There's no and and buts of who comes into her world. It's just people that are ready to take that opportunity for that identity level. And she's also a multi-figure entrepreneur and a trusted advisor for leaders that are actually ready to scale and move differently. And when I say move differently, it's because we all do. We all do move in a different form. And so today, I'm telling you right now, we're not playing small. And I'm just honored to have you here. And we're going to talk about love. We're going to talk about wealth. We're talking about the truth behind what really it takes to hold all of it. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you?
Oh my God, I'm so amazing. And you know what's so fun is like yesterday, I'm really feeling this like fuck you money energy, like, and not in a way of counteracting against other people, but in a way of like holding our liberation that it's so juicy as fuck that we get to make the money, be in love, have the business, lead life in the way we want to. And just when you were reading off and like kind of collapsing at the beginning part, I was just like, fuck yeah. Like, let's go out and make fuck you money. Let's go live a life that's just so juicy? So I'm so happy to be here. And I'm like, let's roll.
Love this. I love this. And yes, that's how I felt this morning. I felt the essence within me, the energy, the flow, the birds, the air. Because I go outside and I had my cup of coffee and it says, I'm torn between eating a snack or looking like one.
And
And
you
I
and your
took a
French
picture.
toast. Yeah, and your French
I took
toast.
a picture me and my nightgown and my feathers, and I'm like, fuck yes, let's. This is the essence. This is the love and spice that we're bringing in today. So yes, that's beautiful. I'm so thrilled to have you here, and that's the essence I want to bring. I want to bring the love and the spice that we all have. And this conversation, it's about like the true. I mean, in reality, everything that we have learned comes out of our love, the challenges that we go through, the stretch, whatever stretches us to just move forward, and whatever love also expands you into this form. Because if you cannot hold your love, you will not be able to hold your wealth.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. They play cohesively, and with some of the work I've been doing in my own self over the last few years, it's like sex and money play together. And now we're talking about love, so that deep-rooted connection, but that connection is essence, and so is sex, and so is our connection to orgasms and to release and to pleasure and desire. It's the exact same thing with money. And if you have any blocks in your field where you aren't self-expressed, you're going to watch that money will be tight. And the moment you start to express yourself more, ask for what you want, step into your power, own your truth, money opens and opportunity comes and stuff just flows better. It's like we're not meant to stay in these boxes of conformity. We're meant to be expressed in all the ways of our life and like literally leading juicy as fuck lives. That's what we're meant to do. And it shows up in all these ways. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, and that reminds me because I worked with you last year at the end of the year, and I
Hmm.
remember I had just went recently from a rebirth into like my new stage and my identity, and I knew I was manifesting. I knew something fucking good was coming in. I just didn't know what the hell was. And
Yeah.
there and there it was, and now it's like I'm building this amazing structure, and I'm like, that is it. Because you never know to walk into this room with people that have that amazing knowledge like you do, and to see patterns that we might not be able to see,
Hmm.
and especially you as I call you sometimes she's the shadow queen and she will take the fuckeries out of you.
I should use that in my brand. I'll be like
I
spoken from a
dude, I
pure
always
channeled source,
use it
like
all the time. I
yeah, I
use
love
I,
it.
I use fuckeries all the time because I'm not saying it in a bad way. I call my own fuckeries.
Yeah.
So and sometimes we just have to see it that way to actually expand. One of the things that I want to ask you
Yeah.
is when you hear the word love, and I know a lot of people just think it's all relationship based. I think for me in my world as the love mastery mentor, to me love is everything around me for me and what I give and what I receive. But what does it mean to you at this level of your life?
Yeah. I'm going to say connection. And so when you say love of all things, it's like connection to all things. Like the other day at the park, so I'm in the city now, right? So I don't have the hummingbirds, the butterflies, the birds I used to, like the geckos even. There are no geckos here, okay? Like, so for those that don't know, I live in Costa Rica and life is different. You got your budgie birds, you got your pigeons, but I haven't seen too many other eclectic birds here. And so the other day I was at the park and this monarch butterfly comes by me and hovers right here in my face, almost to be like, "Do you see me? I'm here. Do you notice?" And then it kind of flew away because every morning in the jungle, in the mountains, I would see the blue butterfly and it was iridescent. And it's amazing. And it's like, a unique butterfly, and every day I would see it. It would float, it floats, it doesn't fly like it normally, it floats like this. And it's just beautiful. And I obviously haven't seen that here. So this butterfly shows up in my face literally the other day to be like, yo, bitch, like, are you paying attention? And so when we bring it back to love, it's that essence of all. It's the connection that moves within everything, within my whole body's in goosebumps, within our like life, within our connection to source, connection to nature, connection to spirit, connection to each other. And the more we connect in any way and we amplify that connection, like paying attention to the butterflies in the park, the more it amplifies in every aspect of our world. So that's kind of what I would define it as.
I love that. I love I actually felt like I was floating too.
Literally, this blue butterfly is the most amazing thing to witness. It just literally like hovers. Like it's so cool.
Love that. I love that. What version of you, I would say that if it had to die for you to become the woman that can hold the life that you have today?
Yeah, so the I'm not enough version of me. So I played that card like I'm not worthy, I'm not enough for years and years and years. And that brought in insecurity, it brought in jealousy in different relationships, it brought in the lens that I kept looking through that everyone else was better than me, and I was always chasing the better to be better than everyone else. So the second I did the work and really did the work, and even still, like I hit new levels in business and more money comes in, and I'm in different rooms with different women and entrepreneurs, it's like it'll peak up for a second to be like, oh, you're not worthy to be here. And I'd be like, fuck you, bitch. It's time for you to go back to your cage. Like, let's go back in the fucking basement. We've done all this work for you. You go liberate yourself, in this space of that. But it's like, once I removed that veil, and really worked into the essence of ownership, of self-expression, of being here, of like everything I have is inside of me. There is no outward energy. It completely changed the game for sure.
I love that. I love that. Yes, and I have went through that too. And at times it's not visible, or if you're not doing the real embodiment or the real deep work, it could get sneaky and all of a sudden you're like, why is not happening? Well, what the fuck?
Hmm.
You fell off again and you're not doing your mastery on what you're actually being called for, and
Hmm.
that's
Yeah.
and then and I remember and that was part of my last year at the beginning of the year. No, this it takes freaking devotion. That's what it's like, devotion, devotion, devotion at the same time and every day. um when Where do you see most spiritual women blocking love in their own life?
Mm. Mo Okay. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I'm channeling at the same time and I was like, where do you want to go? I feel like it's in their own self-connections because they're so busy doing life in certain ways. Like even the spiritual woman that's connected and understands and feels, if they live in cities, like in North America especially, there's so much energy moving around us to do and to keep being accomplished that they lack the connection of self, which then ripples into their businesses, that ripples into their relationships and all other aspects. So the second we can really root in to love of self and really be connected here as the spiritual beacon, then we can actually serve humanity in different ways. We can be in our relationships and be in that service there and parent our kids differently. And it all is a ripple effect. Like even how I am with my dog has changed compared to when I first got her and who I am today, and just that recognition of like that cohesive energy we get to co-create together. It's like, am I in my truth and am I being the best version of this dog mom that I can be? You know, it's kind of
Isn't it
interesting.
beautiful the connection we have with them? I
Oh,
just
yeah.
love my Reiki doggy. I get her so close to me. And are you ready? And we do story time, and there I'm like manifesting with her because the energy is so
Yes.
calm, it's so powerful. And so she's ready. She closes her eyes. I work on her chakras.
It's so
It's
funny.
so beautiful. I love dogs. What does actually feel like to be in alignment with your truth daily?
Yeah, I'll use the word liberated. And
Mm.
that's what it feels like. Even when you're going through your shit, even when stuff is chaotic, it still is. If you come back into alignment in essence, it doesn't matter what's happening here, you respond to it instead of react. So you're so grounded and understanding, and it's like you wake up in this liberation, and everything feels different. So the challenges that arise, or the power goes out because that's this thing that happens here all the time. It's like you're just like, okay, like it's not like you're reacting in the space of that because you keep always coming back into I am actually liberated, and this is the way I live life now. Liberation. It's like a key element in my work and in how I desire to lead my life too. So
Love that. I love that. And I could feel it. I could feel it within you. Yeah, I like
thank
that.
you.
Liberation to me, it's so beautiful. I love it. Let's talk real. How does a woman know she is settling in love?
Oh, like you can feel it in your body. Like if you have to convince yourself in any way, shape, or form to be in a relationship or to be in a space of that's exuding love, you are off path and not in alignment and it's not juicy as fuck. Like when you are in a space, you're fucking lit up. All the centers are lit up, whether that's in creation of business and your offerings and how you're showing up, or it's in a love relationship. It's like you are lit the fuck up and you just know. And it almost is scary where you're like, can it feel like this good? And it's like, yeah, it's supposed to actually feel this good. Yeah.
Ooh, that reminds me of our friend Alara.
Oh yeah, I know. I love it, Laura. I know. Like, I just think about yeah, Laura and I have been down pathways together. We have a very intimate relationship and some of the work we've done together over the years. So, yeah, juicy as fuck, let's just say.
Let's just say that, yeah. How does a woman hold her power, like in relationship without actually controlling? Because nowadays that's a lot of the issues that basically on the men that I have actually done interviews with, some of them
Mhm.
have gone through those stages of controlling. And I remember I went through those stages too. It's very common in us.
Yeah. Well, there's a push and pull that happens in relationships. It's like the woman, because most of the time, if we're getting into relationships with really rooted, connected men that want to protect, that are, I like for me, I desire an alpha male. And right now, I drive some alpha energy into my life and execution because I don't have another choice. I have to do that in the space of that. So, him coming into my world, there's going to be some push pull at the beginning to be like, can you show me that it's actually safe for me to let this go? And can you hold it then and hold me in my purity? If I dismantle my walls, if I show you all of me, can you actually hold it? I said to a girlfriend once, when my guy comes into my world, I want to go away for a weekend with him. That is the reality honest check weekend where we get all of our shit out on the table, all the shit we've done, our relationships, who's cheated on who's done this fucking shit, where did you manipulate shit from happening, and we lay it all out. And then we'll know after that weekend whether we can hold each other in essence because there's that. I don't want it to be like, oh, 5 years down the road, oh, I didn't tell you that I fucked around on my ex-boyfriend once. And like, like I want it to be like fucking dump it in. And
Yeah.
in that place, if he can see me and hold safety for who I truly am, then I can release the control I have and actually then flow within my femininity that then will nurture and accelerate his space because that's the beauty of having a divine feminine woman in your world. It's not like she's just walking around just cleaning the house, although maybe she is, but she's the accelerator. So she helps lift that man into the space of where he's meant to go. And that beautiful cohesive energy needs to work together. But the safety has to come first, that I can actually trust you to hold me. And if you can show me that and I feel that in my body, I will dismantle all the things in the spaces, all my walls, and let you really see me. So
Oh, and I love that. Yes. And I'm there with you as well. I'm there
yeah.
with you completely, 100%, 100%. And for women like us that we have built so much, it's like I will surrender deeper if you know how to hold me, all of it, like
Oh,
all of
everything.
it.
I
And
can't
we're
wait to
like,
like open it right up. Like
you're
I've
like,
been to some edges, but I haven't been to the edge. And I'm like, I can't wait to go and find that in my body and to be like, how can I surrender so much to you? I can't wait for it.
and it's beautiful. Surrendering is beautiful. And I think it's more, please, more of that. More of that. What's the difference between a woman that is loved and a woman who's deeply chosen? Because that's one of the things too.
Yeah, well, I just like it's more so like you can be loved by people, like in essences, and we have good friendships and it's nice. But a woman that's chosen, it's deep-rooted passion and intimacy and deep connection. It's exactly like I just described it. It's like we're here together and we're dismantling all of it. All the illusions are dropping, and now we're in essence together. So.
Oh, I love that. This is so juicy. It's like I'm all lit up. I'm ready to go. It's like, oh, dance with me.
Like your highlight reels.
Oh
No.
my God, right? Um, so when we talk about love and business, which is one of the main things, a lot of people bypass the inner work and they really go straight to building and create structure and business and but when we talk about the deep love in entrepreneurship, you work with leaders scaling multi-six, multi-seven figures. What is the biggest energetic block that you see around money?
Oh, well, it's a couple of things, like that unworthiness part in the space of it all and being seen in their true power. So this is the essence. If we think about this in the landscape, it's like most of us have been conditioned. Like I would say 99.9% of the world. It's shifting now a lot because parents are waking up and they're parenting their kids a lot different. So we're watching the landscape change. But technically we've been put into this like box and pushed down. And when we desire to have wealth in business, I'm talking about like $100,000 months wealth in business, it takes a level of power and authenticity to come through in that space to own that authority. And most of us are not. We're under it. We're sort of maybe doing it. We're almost doing it. So we're getting almost results. Like $30,000, $50,000 months are great and amazing, but they're almost results because you know you're meant to serve deeper, more impact, more people. And it takes you fully stepping up into your power in that illumination and being seen in that power and illumination and not worrying about people pleasing and not worrying about what that person's going to think and fully speaking that truth into the world and then pulling it right up to fire it out into the space. So the blocks are in that conformity that people, well, I can't be that loud. I can't say fuck online. I'm watching a multi seven figure mentor say fuck every 5 words, and she made like 160K in 10 days in April, like the first 10 days. And she gets comments all the time that people say, I can't believe you say fuck so much. And she's like, fuck you. Like that's what she does on her actual reels back to them because she's like, she knows who she is. And that's the landscape is that if we keep trying to conform, we're never going to break through. So yeah.
And I like that. And I like that. I try to like silence the fucks because a lot of people just misunderstood exactly why I was like so passionate about fucks. But it's in reality,
Mhm.
it's there's a different energy around. It's like, fuck yes, we can. Fuck yes, we could build this. Fuck yes, you could scale. Fuck yes, you
Mhm.
could let go of the shadow. Fuck yes, you could fall in love. Fuck yes, you could build it. You could be a millionaire. Anyone can. And then that fire within me, it's like, fuck yes, we can, and fuck yes, we will. And
Yeah.
that is the fuck behind it when I come and say fuck yes. It's a full body fuck yes for everything, you know? And there's like,
I'm on
and
board. I say it all the time. My content has fuck at least one time in it every single post. So like I'm on board. We're in the same cohesive
yeah.
energies.
And then I remember I used to use it. I still use it. Depends on my mood and when it comes out. And then we just go home and bake cookies and shit.
Yeah.
Because in reality, when I say that, it's like you come home and then you do whatever you desire. You flow, you dance, you go clean, you go cook, you take care of the kids or whatever the case may be. Whatever desire, whatever makes you fucking happy to live in that essence and that bliss of enlightenment that you could continue to live your life and continue to show up because you have to show up. You know how many times I have shown up in my fuck you stages, but I
Yeah.
still showed up. Why? Because you think I'm gonna give up after fucking years?
Yeah.
No, hell no. There's more. Please, God, please send me more. And so this is I when I say fuck, it's out of my love, out of my fire, out of my desire, out of my pleasure, out of what I want for me and for you and for everyone. So yeah, so thank you for that. So fuck yes.
It's self-expression. And if it doesn't make sense for you, then don't do it. But there's
Yeah.
something turned off in you. If you are not in a place in business that is desirous and juicy as fuck and aligned, and you're like, yeah, let's fucking go, there's something turned off in you. So where is that for you in your space? What needs to be turned back on? Is it clarity? Is it you stopping conformity? Is it you speaking truth about this or that? So all of us have it. And the second you turn that pipe back on and you take ownership of that and you're like, I'm in, shit moves. People find you again. People are buying stuff. People are maneuvering. Like I'm just getting ideas as you talk to me. I'm like, okay, I'll get that, idea out. Like I'm just like I'm getting hounded. Like, remember your fuck yes? Like get into your fuck yes. And I'm just like, okay, like my guides are like, oh, I got you. I hear you, and it's just like, okay, let's move. Like, and it's just like it's coming from this juicy energy. And so it's like that's how we're supposed to live. Like that's how we're supposed to live.
I
So
love that. I love that. Oh my God. And like, how does love relate to money and wealth? But in a grounded way, because yeah, I could come here and say, I remember like years ago, I don't know, I didn't even know that I was gonna build a business. This is like corporate years back in the day.
Yeah.
I didn't even have the big dark night of the soul. So basically I will be a millionaire one day. And
You were
I'm like,
just
so
basic. You were just
yeah,
basic.
I was like, and people, I mean, everyone in my world, and especially like my family, my old friends, they're like, this bitch is crazy. And I'm like, fuck yes, I'm crazy. But here I am. Here's the crazy bitch is still like in her own freedom, building, helping people, and continue to build and continue to create this co-creation and of amazingness and awesomeness so that I could continue to help other entrepreneurs live their life based on my teachings and also help other leaders lead because in reality I continue to see amazing freaking people, intelligent amazing people, and still holding themselves back when they don't need to.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And
It's so
so one of
true. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
and so one of the thing is it's like how can they actually be in order to hold it, how could they hold the money in the world? It's not the same thing. I could just get paid $10 here and I'm like happy for the $10. But you know what? I could just go out to the store and sell it. I learned from my experience, especially last year, that I cleared one bank account. I bent it over. I said, I'm just gonna. That was like my biggest investment ever. And I have
Yeah.
invested a lot of money, but I just said, I'm just gonna do it. It scared me the fuck out of me, because my before it was like 10,000, it was something, but was massive. And I said, okay, just close your eyes and do it. But if I
Yeah.
would have never taken that opportunity, I would have never made it here. So for love to relate into the money essence into the wealth in real time, grounded way, how could actually women do that?
Well, so we like a couple of things that move through is like all of it is energy. So when we're embodied in our life, so when we're either in love in relationships or we're embodied of love of self and we know ourselves. And yeah, I'm still finding out shit about me. Like I don't know everything. I don't know if we'll ever know everything. There's so many freaking layers to who we are. And we brought like different pieces down for different times, I think, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you can plug in now to this timeline. And it's like, oh, when did I get this asset? It's almost like we're in a computer game, like an arcade game going through our levels, and then we get ding ding ding, here's your new hat, and it's like amazing, in this new skill set. But like in this moment, there's stuff you know about yourself. And when you ground into that, right here present, then that energy exudes into the world. And then that energy opens up capacity for you to move with in a frequency, other things that match that grounded energy. So it's like if you know yourself and you are sure of your pathway, or you're sure of the business, or you're sure of your impact in society in some way, shape, or form at this moment, then in that surety moves the frequency. So then wealth can come and match the frequency in the space, and love and other relationships can come and match in that frequency. And the more we land it, the more we become it, where it's not outside of us, it's in us, the more we open up more capacity to hold more. So it's like, and it's hard to say, like, give me some tips to do this. It's like, it's all energetics. It's all what you believe. So the more rooted we get, the more trauma we release, the more we dive into the healing work, the more we honor our shadow side and, go into the fuckery inside of our space to like own that shit and move it through and to honor it. Like for me, doing the work on I'm not enough, the second I moved out, I was like, I'm fucking enough. Boom. Money shows up because it's like there's a frequency there. So yeah.
I love that. I love that. And it's funny because as you are a destructive raw truth teller, and so am I. And we see a lot of people that get triggered with that. I myself do not get triggered with truth. If it hit me, I say, why is that triggering me? I
Mm-hmm.
literally have the awareness to ask myself that. But there's a lot of people that do get triggered with a lot of truth. So for those people that do get triggered, what is something that you just tell them? Just, hey, it's time for you to open capacity.
No, I'll say to them, there's some work for you to do here, right? So I remember moments of time when I wasn't doing the active work I do now, and I would get triggered by somebody and then be like, I can't believe she's fucking making 30K a month. Like, what the fuck? This is so fucking basic, da 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 da. And then I'd be like, whoa, let's pull this back a bit and start to look inward. Why is this triggering me so much? because I'm not there, because I do deeper work, because da, 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 in the space of that. And I'm like, fuck. So now I get to look inward as to why this is triggering me so much. Why is this landing? I did a post once that I had 3 people in like 3 days tell me that I triggered the fuck out of them, but they just couldn't unsubscribe from my email list. And then they ended up going to do work with me, all one to one in some capacity, because of the fact that they knew that I was mirroring into them a place that they could choose now to step forward. Whether you choose to do the work or not, that's not on me. But my job is to stay in my power. And if you get triggered from that, you can go run, hide, and block me if you want, or you can look me in the eye and deal with your shit to then move through it so that you can then go hold the wealth that you actually desire to hold.
And I love that. And that's why I see it. I see it, okay, if it's triggering me, what is it within me? What is making me feel like that?
Yeah.
And at times, and I remember when I started seeing it that way, um, it just became easier. Maybe that same day I was not ready because we all got shit to do,
Yeah.
but it never left my mind. I did not bypass it. And that is when the real work happens, because if you don't bypass what is triggering you, then you could open capacity faster and you can move faster. Or
Mm-hmm.
is that time to join her whatever she's offering at that moment? And that is one of the most beautiful things that people could do. Oh, I love this conversation. It's juicy as fuck. I told you, everyone, this is love and spice and fucking fire. If if a woman is ready to expand right now with you, what is one truth she needs to hear then, other than what we already talk about?
Yeah, like you're just meant to live this life as juicy as fuck. And that's the next phase is like we're not meant to live under the conformities, like blocking, moving up against the ceilings, or like I say, playing in the kiddie pool. It's time to step in. It's time for you to own fully that light and illuminate in your power and to show up in that energy every single day to lead. And when you're ready for that expansion, it is going to blatantly come through, but we also have to do the work to hold it because you're going to want to pull back into old identities and it's not going to work. We have to just go right forward, and shit gets dismantled all the time. I hear it so much in all aspects of their life. If it's not in alignment, when we start doing work together, it's going to come up fierce for you to witness. So,
I love this. I'm loving so much. And you want to talk about like currently what's going on in your world? Like what are you working on? I want to hear what you have to offer for the audience, anyone that wants to join your world.
I always have shit going on. So depending on where people listen to this, I know we're live right now on Facebook while we're recording the podcast. So those on Facebook, if you see this in the next few days, my portal that you were in last year, Wild Money Honey, is back, or you
Oh,
were in January. And so this is the fifth round I'm doing, and this one's really rooted in like fuck you money and creating capacity to hold big money in your own essence, whatever that means for you. So there's that. I always got cool shit going down, master classes, programs, one-to-one work, like I'm all over the place all the time and it's actually amazing for me.
love that. For the ones watching live and for the ones watching the replay in our podcast, I want to ask you something. Just sit with it. Just write it down if you can. But I want to ask you this question. Can you actually hold the life that you say you want and you desire? And that is something very powerful because I looked into myself, and many of us have done it, and you will be surprised of how many fuckeries will come around, and then just write them down and take one whenever, and then accomplish that and continue. Those are goals. They're not there to overwhelm you. Just take it one time, one thing at a time, and just overcome it. And I'm certain that you will move forward. And this is a conversation that is very powerful. But I'm certain if you join and if you're watching the replay, she's always creating these amazing fuck you money, whatever it is that she's in her world, she will always have something. And if she doesn't have it going on, I'm pretty certain that you could book a one-on-one or a VIP day, whatever it is. This girl could create anything you desire. So, and so, yeah. So if the answer for you guys is still a no, that's where your work is going to start beginning. So I'm telling you right now, there's no time for bullshit. 2026 is accelerating you to move to your next chapter, to move into this amazing identity, to root your identity, to expand, to love yourself deeper, to come and have built that foundation of love and create that bliss, create that desire. And there's nothing here. I believe for everyone and for myself. I believe it for me. I believe it for everyone else. I don't teach anything that I don't think it's possible, but I believe, strongly believe that you could create whatever the fuck you want. So if you're
Mhm.
sitting down on a dream, if you're sitting down on something that you have not done and it's making you feel like the ick because you desire but you're not doing, then you're fucking around. It's time to move. It's time to create it. And I have created so many things. Some of them have failed when I started building, and through I continue to grow and I continue to grow, and so can you. So I'm here to empower you, but I'm not here to sit here and motivate your fucking ass, because at the same time I have had to get myself out of the fuckeries and to move into the next chapter. I'm not here to judge you, but I'm here to freaking wake your ass up so you can continue to move to the next chapter, because we are moving and we're moving fast. And I want to share
Mhm.
this love with you. And if you're ready to master that, if you're ready to open capacity, to let the fuckeries out, the shadow work, to live the essence, to live your life as you truly desired, I am calling you right now. Contact Colleen, and
We're
she
inviting
loves
you
to tell
in.
you truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I love it. I love it. I love this. And life, to the point that life has no, it's inedible for life to not fall in love with you back and to give you whatever you desire. I have seen it in many ways, small ways, big ways, and what we're all moving into right now, it's the most beautiful lives that we have ever created.
Yeah.
What life path are you?
Oh my God, I always forget this.
Yeah, I'm a life path 9. We're not fucking giving up. We're here to move. We're here to
I'll
help you
find out.
all.
You keep
Um,
talking, I'll find out.
sure. Oh, I could continue. We're here to move. As a life path 9, and we're here to move. We're here to also help you. Please never hesitate to always contact us. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful way to share our love with real, real raw, the real raw truth, because I don't think I would have ever made it here if I didn't really go deeper into my truth. Where was I abandoning myself? Where I was not loving myself enough? Where I was still overgiving? Where I was still playing small with people that never seen the vision that I desired? Because that's another thing. Whoever is around you will either expand you or keep you living in a fucking scarcity and lack mentality that is always going to keep you stuck. And this is not to shame anybody, but there's no shame in my fucking game, because if I would
Yeah.
have stayed in places and people, I would have never made it here. So take that consciously to move forward, please.
One. I'm a life path of one.
Oh,
So
that's
like,
why we get along,
yeah.
because I get along with ones because they're like, they have that fire for leadership. They have, oh my
Yeah.
God, yes, I love it. Oh my God. So let me ask you something. Where can they find you?
I was like, what kind of question is she about to ask me?
Oh, really?
It's like, so I like obviously we're on Facebook live and stuff, and if people are watching on Facebook and they see us here, they can, come say hey to me. But my like real playground is in Instagram. So Colleen Lindberg is the handle. Go search me there. That's where my juiciest fuck shit lands, in the space of stuff. And I play the game on Instagram.
I love that. And another question, because I love asking everybody that I meet and connect with in this platform, the world needs more of.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. I think the world needs more sex, and not in a way of pornography, but in a way of connected sexual experiences that open you up to what is possible in the physical form, in the energetic form, in the body of connection with other people, and that deep-rooted energy of connection, really, and more orgasms. I think there's a lot of people that sometimes I'm like, dude, when was the last time you had an orgasm? You need to go get fucking laid, or you need to go into pleasure practice because you got some shit that needs to move through. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
say.
Play it safe though, because I mean, not everybody's meant for you, but play it safe, attract the right one. But you got to open capacity to attract the one.
I'm not talking about going down the street corner or like opening up your legs for everybody. I'm talking about deep rooted connection. Like that's what I'm really talking about. Or else your own pleasure practices within self.
Oh,
But it's
yeah.
like, yeah. I'm not talking about the condensed conformity versions of us. I'm talking about high level frequency vibrations of like co-creation, of like orgasm together and massively shifting the world through orgasms. It's like
That's
there's so much
another different
power.
level. That's beautiful too. I love
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah, but connecting with your body, feeling safe within your body and allowing yourself to feel the pleasure. Why the fuck not?
Hmm. Exactly. Why
Yeah,
the
you
fuck
will
not?
smile more and make more money. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So true. So
Hey, my
true.
dear friends. So connect with Colleen. It's always been a pleasure sharing this amazing space with you all, and I will see you on the next time.
Bye, everybody.
You want to